and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Britt McQuaid and I'm 26 years old from Perth, Western Australia. For today's video, we're going to do another Battle of the Brands. It's something that I keep saying I'm going to film. I've been meaning to get around to it and it's finally here. So if you haven't seen my previous one, I'll link it in the description below. But it was between Gymshark and Stax. And keeping with the activewear, we are going to do another one, but this time between Nike and LSKD. So I was very kindly gifted some Nike activewear from my partner for my birthday, and then during the Black Friday sales I purchased some LSKD stuff. So we have a great range of things that we can compare between the two brands and work out which one I think is better and which brand I recommend more. I absolutely love this video, so I'm so excited to sit down and film it. Just like the last video, I have my laptop here with some notes. I've done some research to really be able to give you the best information that I can. And also, like last video, I have worn everything to the gym so I can comment on that for you. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So we are going to start with the About Me section on each of these brands. So we'll go through the About Me section for LSKD and Nike, and then we'll focus on the sustainability section of their brands before we go into prices and then showing the actual pieces. So starting with LSKD's About Me page. So it says, and I'm just going to read from my laptop, but these are from the websites themselves. It says LSKD, in brackets loose kid, which I did not know that that's what LSKD stood for, so that was news for me, is an Australian owned and operated brand that prides itself in producing high quality functional sportswear with a street aesthetic. Ever since our formation in 2007, we've never been content settling for the norm. We're constantly evolving and challenging the status quo. Inspired by the restless few who influence style, shape the future and chase the vibe. We strongly value the community we've created that live their daily lives within our three pillars of sport, fitness and adventure. So that is a little About Me page. I actually do have a little story about LSKD. Previously, in the past, I actually have reached out to this brand to see if I could work with them. You know, I think there comes a time where you really just have to put your name out there and give it a go. I wasn't successful, obviously, but it was really nice that the brand actually got back to me. And you can actually fill in an application. I'll leave a link in the description below to their website if you're interested, because you can just fill out an application, tell them a little bit about yourself, what you're into and all of that. So I was unsuccessful, but they actually email you back and they say like what they're looking for. So the influencers they have for their brand are really into like adventure, sports. They have a very clear image of who they want as the influencer, which I really like personally. I know I spoke about it in my previous Battle of the Brands video about influencers and the marketing behind the brands, but for something that is sport related and activewear, I do really like to see influencers who envision that and are active people in their lifestyle, not just wearing on the clothes, the pieces, and then telling you go out and buy it. So I thought I'll chuck that piece into there. But let's go on to Nike. So everybody has heard of Nike, obviously, but how many of you have read their About Me page? I have, so I'm going to share what their little About Me page is. So Nike said, our mission is what drives us to do everything possible to expand human potential. We do that by creating groundbreaking sport innovations, by making our products more sustainably, by building a creative and diverse global team, and by making a positive impact in communities where we live and work. So obviously, very motivational, inspirational About Me page. It is a lot bigger brand, so you know you have to take that into consideration too. But overall, I do like both the About Me pages for these two brands and what they strive for. So now let's go into the sustainability section of the brands. Last time in the video I talked about the packages and what they're kind of doing to be a bit more sustainable. I didn't keep the packages that LSKD came in, and as I said before, Nike wasn't present for my birthday, so I don't know what it was shipped in, so I can't comment on that section, but both brands do have a section on their website about sustainability. So let's go into that. Starting with LSKD, it says, "Welcome to Project Earth. More than a wall of statistics, this is a genuine attempt to recognize our responsibilities to sustainability as a sports and streetwear brand, which encourages everyone, everywhere to chase the vibe." So chase the vibe is their little motto. Whilst our core focus of Project Earth is the environment, the future of LSKD and its sustainability program is grounded by 4 key pillars: ecological, social, cultural and economic impacts. We recognise that we are not all perfect and we have quite a distance to go. However, to effect change, it must begin with us now. We are excited to share this journey with you as a community and invite you to contribute to our current and future steps to a more responsible and sustainable world. So very, very nice little sustainability section on their website. I do quite like that they recognise that they do have a long way to go. I think that's really, really important, and it shows they're probably in it for the right reasons. They're not saying, hey, look at us, let's throw money into marketing and say how sustainable we are. They recognise where they are and what they want to do. So I really like that. Also like how they have pillars. So they had 3 pillars to do with their brand, which were sport, fitness, adventure, and then they're grounded by 4 pillars: ecological, social, cultural and economic impacts. So I quite like the marketing behind that and the pillar side of things. Moving to Nike, which is something that I didn't know, but perhaps some of you know, and I do like their sustainability section as well. They said, "Move to Zero is Nike's journey towards zero carbon and zero waste to help protect the future of sport. Follow each step in our journey and discover new ways we can move to zero together." So I just put in the little bit that they have, their little blurb, but on Nike's website you can actually delve a little further, and they have blog posts to do with different athletes and how they're contributing to sustainability and the brand more as a whole in terms of blog style posts. But I thought we'll just give you that little snapshot of what their sustainability thing is. I do think going towards zero carbon and zero waste, amazing, obviously, so good job to both the brands for having a little section on sustainability. Okay, so we've done the about me and sustainability, so let's talk prices. From each brand, I do have a sports bra, shorts. I have 2 for LSKD and 1 for Nike, and also a pair of leggings for each brand, so we can compare prices pretty well. I'm going to tell you the regular retail price. I don't know what my partner paid, obviously, but I know the prices that are currently on Rebel, which is where he purchased from, and I'll tell you what LSKD's regular retail price is, but I did get it on Black Friday sales, so I'll also let you know what I paid. So starting with the shorts. So the shorts for LSKD, I got the rep range. They have different ranges. So for those ones I paid $45, but the regular retail price is $60. So let's say $60. And then for the Nike ones that I have are $50. So Nike's actually a little bit cheaper on the shorts. In terms of the tights, for LSKD, their regular retail price is $80, but I paid $49 during the Black Friday sales. And the ones that I have from Nike are $55. I will mention that Nike has quite a big range in terms of prices, so there are some that are higher priced, but that's what that's what my partner paid. And then for the sports bra, this is where it's a bit more comparable. I actually don't have the regular retail price for the one from LSKD, but I paid $39, so I'm going to assume it's probably around the $50 regular retail price. And then for Nike, the sports bra is $45. So price wise it's pretty comparable. Nike can be a bit cheaper if you're gonna go for a brand that's I don't want to say affordable, because they have quite a lot of expensive items as well, but their range is a lot bigger, so you can drop the price range down. The other thing that I'll mention with Nike is because it is such a big brand, you can shop it in a lot of places. So I do know that my partner got my clothes from Rebel through Rebel Sport, so that's where I got the prices from, through Rebel. But for example, one of the sports bras that he got, you can't actually get on the Nike site. So for Nike, you can shop through Iconic, shop through Nike, obviously shop through Rebel, JD Sports, quite a lot of avenues. So prices may vary depending on which one you shop through and what sales they have. So keep that in mind. But let's go into the part of the video that everybody likes, and that is talking through each pieces, showing you what I got and what I recommend. So let's start with sports bras. So from LSKD, I got the Limitless Seamless Sports Bra in black, and this is what it looks like. You can see that the LSKD logo is in the middle there. It has this beautiful banding here, and it's got like ribbing material down there, so it's very, very comfy. It is a seamless one, so you can imagine the comfort on that. And that's what it looks like on the back. It's got that classic halter neck style brand. In terms of fabric, it says that it is 92% nylon and 8% spandex. I'll be honest, I don't know really anything about that, but in case you're interested. The sports bra does also have the removable cups, and you can just remove them from here. I have actually washed this a few times too, and the cups haven't come out or moved, which is like a huge thumbs up, because honestly, like, there are brands where they just move and come out, and that drives me crazy. But I do like sports bras with a cup in. In terms of support, I would say the one from LSKD is mid support to lower support. I probably wouldn't wear it if I was doing a really high intensity cardio workout, but for weights and stuff like that, it's perfect. Color black, obviously can't go wrong with. I actually wore this sports bra in a photo shoot that I did, which if you haven't followed me on Instagram, which is just @BrooklynQuaid, you definitely should, because I have some fitness photos over there. But I'll put one photo here, and I wore it with the shorts that I have from LSKD too. So hands down, that sports bra is great. I think it's a great price for what you get. It is so comfy, and the material is like this really, really stretchy material. So definitely stay true to size. You don't need to size up, size down. I think you'll be fine. There is stretch. If it is a little too small for you, it'll stretch. So it is great, and I really, really highly recommend it. I love their branding actually on LSKD. I love how simple it is. It's not over the top. They don't try and paint their brand on, but it's just elegant. So I really, really like that. I think this is my favorite black sports bra that I own, I'll say it. And I do have a Stax one, which is really good as well, but I prefer this one. And then from Nike, I got the Nike Dry Fit Indie Padded Sports Bra, which retails for $45. And this is what it looks like. It is a different style. The material is very different. It's not as giving, but it is incredibly supportive. In here, you can see the cups. It has that mesh style material in there, which is really good to make it a bit more breathable. Something that I really like about this bra is on the sides, it has like a mesh Nike tick, which I just think branding wise, that's a really, really nice way to put the tick in. And I think it just makes it look stylish. So it's got that on both sides. The LSKD bra is not adjustable, but this Nike one is, so you can adjust it to your size. I really like that I have a grey one now, and it's got the black, so you can actually style this with so many things, like black leggings, black shorts, but also grey, also colours, whatever you want to do. This one I would actually say is a lot more higher support, so I would be comfortable wearing that at a high intensity cardio workout, so I would recommend this one. If you're probably bigger chested, I also recommend this one over the LSKD because it is much higher support. The only thing I will say is because it does have that higher support, it is more compressive in terms of it doesn't have as much give. So if you're between sizes, I suggest sizing up for the Nike one, but really, really good. Like this sports bra, you really do feel supported. So in terms of which one I recommend between the two brands, personally I prefer the LSKD one, but that's just because I prefer this kind of seamless material that has a lot of stretch. I really like the ribbing, but if you were to actually get me to pick which one's probably better for functionality and what you're paying, it would actually be the Nike one, which I love as well. So if you were going to buy two, this one would be better because you could wear it on your weightlifting days, but you could also wear it on your strength days. I do believe it comes in a couple of colors. I think there's like a purple color as well. So I really do think that this sports bra is worth the money. I would say it's like the sports bra for me that has the highest support as well. It's also been washed and the cups haven't moved or anything like that. So really love that. So both are great. I will probably wear this one more, but I would probably, funnily enough, recommend the Nike one. If I have started doing classes at the gym which involve a bit more cardio, so to be honest, you'll probably see me wearing this one quite a lot more because of that support. So that is the sports bras from the two brands. For LSKD, I accidentally bought two shorts in the same color, but one is like an extra short version and one is a mid-short version. I did think that I got the sports bra and not two of the same shorts, but that's my bad, it was my fault. But for the LSKD shorts, I have the Rep extra short and the Rep mid-tight small logo deep teal shorts. So this is what they look like. So there is a seam on these, but really cute shorts. They have a little LSKD logo just on the side of one of the legs, and perhaps like the most beautiful subtly marketed thing is here. They have this teal LSKD logo on the back as well, which I really like. But that's not my favorite thing about these shorts. These shorts have pockets, so if you buy the Rep range in the LSKD, you'll get pockets. If you buy the seamless range, no pockets. So if you want to know that. So these are the pockets, and they're really deep pockets. So like, it's not like a key pocket that you get in shorts sometimes where you can only put like your keys, or not even that. Like, you can fit your whole iPhone in there and it's not going to move. So love that. Let me show you the difference in length as well. So like, this is the other pair, so the exact same style, just one is shorter. So you know what you're going to get. So on top is the extra short one and then the mid-length. So the back one falls obviously to a more bike style kind of short one, and then you can also get a longer version. So I quite like that you can get the same short in multiple lengths. So there you go, sizing wise, exact same size. I got them in a size small. So they're pretty good on sizing, but that's the length different. The only weird thing about that is the prices are the same regardless of the length you get, which I think is a little bit like funny considering the shorter ones would have less material, but that's fine. I'll insert a picture of the extra short ones because I wore this with the LSKD sports bra for the photo shoot, and they look so nice on and I love them. And then before we compare the two, the ones that I have from Nike are, I believe they are called the Nike One Woman Mid-Rise 7-inch tights. And this is what they look like. So they have the tick just up here, and that's it in terms of the branding. So they only have the tick here, and then it's a pretty standard black sport short. These ones are much more like a bike short style, so they're a lot longer, but they're so comfy. So let's talk about the two. So starting with the Nike ones, let me see if I can tell you the material because they're so comfy. So 78 polyester, 22% spandex. So I don't really know what that means, but in case you do, that's what these are made out of. These have a lot of stretch to them, but the really good thing about Nike's ones are there's a lot of stretch, so there's a lot of room to move, but it doesn't give like extra material. So when I wore the Stax leggings, which I swear by, they're so comfy. I think I mentioned that they're very comfy and they have a lot of room in there, but it does have a little bit of extra material because it does have that wear where you can move a bit more freely. Whereas somehow these ones, you feel like you're not wearing much, but there's not that extra material feel. I don't know if that makes sense, I hope it does. The other thing is that like you can like really stretch these and they are not see-through or opaque at all. So there's a lot of stretch, but it's not going to go see-through. So these are so good. Like if you want like a classic staple black bike short, I'd highly recommend these because they're very comfy too. So you can wear them out with like an oversized shirt. You don't just have to exclusively wear them to the gym. I've worn them for leg day. I would swear by them. They're so comfy. They're really good summer short because they are a very thin material, but they're quality wise I can't fault. I do quite like the back too, that the band comes down, so it has that like angle thing. It's not a straight band, so it does give you a little bit of a shape on your butt. Nothing crazy, but it is nice, and you've got quite a big thick band. So really comfy, love them. The only thing that I'd say is they're a little bit long for my kind of preference, but I'm sure you can get shorter versions of Nike shorts. So hands down recommend them. And then let's talk about LSKD ones. I also really like these ones. So unlike the Nike ones where like the elastic band is there, these ones I'll try and show you. Like there you go, you can kind of see what there's like an actual elastic band up here. So that might turn some people off just because if you're gonna sit down in them, it can dig in just ever so slightly, but it's just like a normal elastic band. It's just not the whole band is elasticated, if that makes sense. So you have the elastic band there and then the rest is the material. My favorite thing about these shorts is obviously the pockets. Like they are like really good sized pockets, and what I've realized is if I do the Stairmaster, for example, which I hate, but I have to do it sometimes, I still want to be able to track my steps, and I don't have a watch, so I use my phone to track my steps. But I also like to hold the bar so that I can monitor my heart rate, just because that machine scares me a little bit. And I find that this is the best short for that kind of material because you can put your phone in there and it's not going to move. So I really like that. I also went to my first strength training class yesterday, which was almost, I guess, what a F45 class is kind of like. It was called Shred, and I died. I wasn't prepared, but I had my phone on me just because I didn't know where to put it, and I was like, what am I going to do? But I had these shorts on, so I could wear the phone in the shorts for the whole workout, and it doesn't move, doesn't jingle. You're just going to be comfy. So I love them for that, and I really recommend them. Like, I probably wear these more than the Nike ones, but one thing that I will say is that the seam here, see how it goes just straight across? There's no curve or anything. I almost feel like this either needed to have like Nike where it like makes a V shape, or it had to be a bit higher, because this actually sits like on your bum cheek. So you'll have some cheek here and then the seam, which I know sounds weird, but it just means that it doesn't really shape you, if you get what I mean. So I would say that it could have probably worked on that. It's interesting, the elastic part too, but I like them. So it's again another one where I'm like, I will probably wear these more, but I really can't pick out of the short section because like these have pockets and I love that. I love the color. This material, I'll see if I can tell you what the material is for these. 71 polyester, 29% elastane, if that means anything to you. But I really can't fault either of them except for obviously the things that I said that do fault them, which is mainly like that line across the back. I do wish that it shaped your butt a bit more, but both shorts are really good. You obviously do not need to pick up two of the exact same color in a different length. That was a mistake on my behalf. Could have I sent it back? Probably. Did I? No. And that's on me. But I do wear them both. Again, I've worn both for very sweaty sessions, and I've worn both for leg day and leg squat proof. The colors are obviously quite dark, so it's pretty obvious they're probably going to be squat proof unless like the black had quite a sheer material, but both really good. And finally, let's discuss leggings, which I think is maybe the most contentious you can get for activewear. It's where brands really make their mark. Like for example, Stax, they have the best black leggings, as they name them. So I feel like leggings is where we get to really talk. So The two leggings I have are actually very different in terms of the style. So for LSKD, I have the limitless, seamless, full length black tie, and I have them in black. So this is what they look like. I really love this waistband. So this is the seamless range, so the whole waistband is what really cinches them onto you. There's none of that elastic like they have in the shorts. Remembering the shorts are not the seamless brand, they're the rep one. They have this LSKD logo, and then that's it. My favorite thing is that you can actually get the seamless full length tights, and you can get them where the logo is small, the logo is big, the logo's on the leg, the logo's on the back, so you can really pick like where you want branding. So if you're not into branding, you can pick a very minimalist one. If you want the brand to be shown, you can get the branding in pink but black tights. So just threw that little tidbit in there. But then they have the full length on there. They have this little, let me see if I can show you. They have a little seam here down towards the bottom, kind of like just to add a little bit of shape, I guess. But they're really, really comfy. Let me see if I can tell you, if it tells you the material. So these are 92% nylon and 8% spandex. And these are really comfy. I'll get into comparing them to it in a second, but let's talk about the ones I have from Nike. So the Nike ones that I have are the Nike Dry Fit leggings. These are 83% polyester, 17% spandex, in case that means anything to you. So this is what they look like. There's no logo up the top. Their logo is just down the bottom. It's just a little tick. These are very similar to the shorts I just showed you in terms of material and the fact that the waistband is the same and it has this little V that comes down. They have no seams on one side of the legging, and then they have just this seam down the middle. But it's so comfy. These are so comfy, and I don't know how they do it. So, like, they have such a big stretch in them, like really, really stretchy. So again, with the Nike ones, I would say stick true to size, and then if you're between sizes, you can probably size down very safely because they are so comfy. I think that these ones from Nike are probably the comfiest leggings I've ever worn, and I say that wholeheartedly. They're a very thin material, but again, like the shorts, they don't go see-through. They look really, really good on there. They don't catch like material or fluff like I mentioned in the previous video that the Stax ones did, because they do kind of remind me of that kind of comfort, so you'll feel very comfy, but they don't attract that kind of stuff. I wore these, I remember, down south on a day out, not even exercising. I wore them hiking, and so good for hiking. Really good for like if it's cooler, so you want to wear something that's longer but you know you're going to build up a sweat. I highly recommend getting a pair of these because they're obviously leggings, so they're going to cover you up, but they are really comfy and they feel really, really light. So really, really like them, can't fault them. Very, very comfy leggings, very comfy. And then we have the LSKD ones, which are also very comfy. Again, that's what they look like, but these are really thick. Like in here, there's quite a lot of material. Like it's very, very thick material, which in summer you don't want to wear these ones, but obviously in winter, if you're these would be great ones in winter to wear like with a jumper, not even in the gym. If you wanted to wear leggings outside of the gym in winter, these ones are so good. So again, I absolutely love these. These look so flattering on. This like waistband is so nice. And when you pair this with its matching sports bra, because it has like the same waistband, oh, this is a dream outfit, honestly. So I highly recommend these two. They're so comfy. They do actually have a little bit of a bum contour. It's very subtle, which I quite like. So they have like the material here and here, similar to the seamless ones by Gymshark, where they have just a little bum contour underneath, but it's not crazy like a scrunch bum or anything too extreme. Very subtly done. So I really like that. I prefer how they've done that than the shorts. And here too, like the band is across, but the seams actually come down a bit. I don't know if you'll get what I mean. So the like pleated part makes a V shape even through the seam runs parallel. So that gives your butt a better shape too than the shorts do. So these I can't fault either. They're very, very comfy. The only thing is they are quite thick. Like you are gonna get quite hot in there. So I would be more mindful of what you're gonna wear them with at the gym and what kind of workout you're doing. If you're gonna do something that's low intensity, or maybe like a yoga, definitely not hot yoga, but if you're gonna do like a yoga on a cold winter's morning, these are the leggings you want over the Nike ones. But if you're gonna do like a strength training or anything like that, the Nike ones. I do think I wore these to the gym to do strength training, and you do get hot. You're gonna get hot, especially if you're from Australia, particularly Perth, very, very hot city. But I love them, and I think either way you go, you're gonna be happy. If you made me choose, I would actually go with the Nike ones in this instance, just because they are a lot more versatile and very, very comfy. Like these are so comfy. These are the kind of leggings, the Nike ones, where you feel like you're not wearing anything. And these LSKD ones are the ones that you wear if you want compression, you want everything sucked in. Go with the LSKD ones if that's what you're looking for. Just keep in mind that they are thick. So, you know, I don't know if that's the whole seamless range or just those, or just the leggings. I haven't tried the seamless shorts, but yeah. So now the main question is, which brand do I prefer? Which brand wins the battle of the brand? And honestly, like, this is the hardest one I've had. The other one, I thought Gymshark was the clear winner for me, which I forgot to mention at the start, but this is from Gymshark that I'm wearing, and I got it in the Black Friday sales. Love it. But funnily enough, I'm probably gonna pick LSKD as the brand that I would shop more, but that's really only because I prefer their style. I don't know though if that's because I have stuff from the seamless range and the rep range, whereas the shorts and the leggings from Nike are from the same range. So I feel like LSKD had a little bit of a head start just because I had more things to try. But Nike is more affordable, and actually functionality wise Nike would perform better because the way the material is shaped, they've probably been in the game a bit longer, so they cut it really nicely. Such lightweight material, but somehow you don't get that extra material feel, which you can sometimes get for the stretchier clothing. They are again very thin material, but they don't go opaque or they don't go see-through. The sports bra is going to be Nike if you want something more sturdy, and honestly I think you'd be surprised, because looking at this I didn't think it would be the high support, but when you put it on it's really good. So I really, really like that, and this tick really won me over. It took me a while to work out that's what that was, but yeah. So it's weird because I'll probably wear LSKD more, but Nike probably wins in terms of being like the better brand for functionality wise. Pricing wise, it's also cheaper. You have a lot more options as to where you can buy it, but yeah. So it's hard for me to say LSKD, even though for me LSKD has won my heart and I really, really like it. I would love to do another purchase and then compare it to Gymshark, because I don't know now which brand is my favourite. So those are my final thoughts. You can take it as you want. It's hard because yeah, I do think Nike wins, even though I will shop LSKD more, if that makes sense. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I was so excited to film this video. And it is currently almost 10:30 at night, like on a Tuesday night when I've decided that, yeah, I can't wait anymore, we're filming it. So I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I absolutely loved the support that I had on the last one. It was such a fun video to film, do a little bit of research into the brand, find out some more things, like for example what LSKD stands for. Also did not know it was an Australian brand, which is embarrassing, but you know, that was alright. I like learning a little bit more about the brands. Let me know in the comments below which brands you want me to review next. It does not have to be activewear, it can be fashion, it could be beauty, it could be a homeware brand. Like, if you want like a Kmart versus Target one, you let me know and I'll do it. I'll spend my money on purpose to do it. As always, these videos are not sponsored, so they're all my opinions. Do let me know if you've shopped either Nike or LSKD, what your thoughts are, how they've worn over time, all of that jazz. But please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Follow me over on my Instagram, it's just @BrookeMcQuaid. You do want to be following me over there because I've been posting some beautiful photos from the photo shoot that I did a few vlogs ago, which I'll link the vlog in the description below for you as well. But as always guys, please stay safe wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!